Hi, I'm Bob Cook with Lift Where You Stand. Today I want to talk about some eternal principles. We know we're all here on earth, but since the beginning of time, since the beginning of human history, man has searched for where do we come from, why are we here, and where are we going. And I think that we're given a lot of clues to this in the world that we live in the daily life that we have to exist in. So there's patterns that in life that keep recirculating. A simple pattern is wake and sleep, right? Eating, exercise. These are patterns that we participate in. Going to work, making this video. So then there's also patterns that we try not to participate in. Things that we would consider to be either dangerous, harmful, either from a spiritual standpoint or from a physical standpoint. So this being the case, we are choosing all the time on things that we are going to do and things we aren't going to do. And we find ourselves sometimes on the wrong side of those choices. But we're here for a reason. We're here to learn about ourselves and about our relationships with other people and with God. God knows everything from the beginning. He doesn't need us to be here to prove anything. We're here so that we know what God knows about us and where we belong in the eternal scheme of things. And here on earth, different people have different gifts, and different people have different weaknesses. And they are all working towards the same goal, to be able to understand God's will. And this being the case, when we're done with this life, we will all be given different gifts. There's a common misconception that everybody will be getting the same gift when we're done here, and I don't believe that to be true. I think that just like anything, God will give you as much as you can handle. He wants to bless you with as much as you can possibly handle. And that being the case, that if you're able to handle a lot, then you'll also be able to take the responsibility that goes with that. Marriage and family are great examples of this. If you are married, that's a great blessing, wonderful blessing, and you get to grow in ways you would never be able to grow if you were single. But there's a lot of responsibility that goes with that, a lot of restraint, okay, a lot of compassion, a lot of love, a lot of suffering with another person. And then you have children, that is just amplified and multiplied. And that also comes with even more responsibilities, but wonderful blessings. And some people honor those blessings and some people don't. And when that happens, those people get different rewards based on their ability to be able to hold the responsibilities they're given and to be able to receive the blessings they're given. And I think it's going to be just like this in the eternities. After this, God is going to give you as much as you can take and no more. Because doing so would be cruel, and our God is not a God of cruelty. He is a God of love, and He wants to give you as much as He can. So, when we lived with God before this, He knew us. He knew us intimately. We came to this earth to take on a body so that we can actually learn from our own mistakes who we are and who we aren't, what we're willing to do, what we aren't willing to do, so that when we get the judgment from God, that we will know that it is a just judgment. And after this, when we live with Him again, we will have the ability to be able to have the highest station we can possibly attain with the responsibility that we're willing to accept. And that's the simple plan of salvation.